Namaskar, hello and a very warm welcome to CIET NCERT's special live phone-in program, and this is a series on school leadership development which is by the National Center for School Leadership, that is NCSL. And you're watching us live on PMeVIDYA channel number 6, 9 and 12. So today we are going to discuss the topic leading teaching and learning during the pandemic. Case of a primary school in Andhra Pradesh. We have a guest with us. She is from Andhra Pradesh, and we have one more guest in our studio. So let me introduce you all to Dr. Subhita G.V. Menon. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am is from NCSL NEPA, and like I said, we have a guest from Andhra Pradesh. So let me introduce her to you as well. She is Srimati K. Sudharani. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am.
Namaste. Namaste.
And she is the headmistress of Mandal Parishad Primary School, Prakasam District, Andhra Pradesh. So we have two guests in our studio, and they'll be talking everything about the leading teaching learning during the pandemic. If you have any questions, any queries, please reach out to us. You can call us on our number, which is 8800440559. And you're watching us live on our YouTube channel, which is NCERT Official. So in the live chat box also, you can write down your questions, queries, and we'll be more than happy to take your queries. Till 6:15, our experts are going to be with us, and we'll be having this discussion. So let's ask Subhita ma'am only. Ma'am, what are we going to discuss in this program, as we have a guest from Andhra Pradesh?
Right. So basically, as you said, the theme is leading teaching and learning process, especially during the pandemic. So the focus of the leader, Ms. Sudharani, is the focus on instructional leadership. You know, how exactly to mobilize the teachers and the students to improve the student learning in the school. And I would like to bring a new concept here, which is called context literacy. So basically it is about how a school leader in a particular context is aware of the challenges that the context is offering with respect to improving the learning of the children, and how a school head is able to navigate and negotiate with the challenges so as to ensure that the children get quality education. So this is one such example of leadership, where the school head, Ms. Sudharani's case, where she focuses on improving the learning of children, and especially during the pandemic, how she has mobilized the entire group of teachers across the district, come together, and with the they came together with a vision of helping the children learn, which was very difficult during that time because of lack of infrastructure and lack of mobile phones, and how they have achieved that vision. So this is I wouldn't say more. We can listen to her in the next few minutes. Yeah.
So let me ask Sudha ma'am here. Ma'am, you are the headmistress of a primary school in Andhra Pradesh. So could you please discuss the context and characteristics of your school with all our viewers?
Sure, ma'am. Our school is located in Ketagudpi village. It's a rural area of Talupadu Mandal, Prakasam district, Andhra Pradesh. Our school has 2 classrooms with a dining area and a playground. We have totally 73 students, 37 boys and 36 girls, and 3 teachers as a staff, including me. The school habitation is an underdeveloped SC community area, and it is a drought area in Prakasam district, and the people are daily wage workers. This is our school context now.
Sudharani ma'am, having told about the context of your school, can you please explain the challenges where the school is situated? What are the challenges that you faced as a school leader to improve the learning of the children? If you can explain.
Yes, ma'am. We have many challenges in regular days and also in COVID pandemic situation. In regular days, we are facing some challenges about attendance, learning gaps, parental care, health and hygiene. Especially in COVID pandemic time, we faced hard situations to connect with the students to fulfill their learning needs. Only 54 students have basic mobiles and 15 students have smartphones, but only 4 students have high-speed internet data. Only 4 students didn't have at least any basic mobile. The government also divided the students into 3 categories, that no tech, low tech and high tech. It is difficult to connect with the students, especially no tech and low tech students, to continue their learning in this period. These are the major challenges we have faced in our school.
Okay, all right. So the challenges have been huge, but I'm sure you took major steps. You took major steps to overcome these challenges. So let me ask Dr. Menon here. Ma'am, could you please highlight the leadership qualities required for becoming a change leader?
Right. So we will see as we proceed how this case is actually a change leadership, discussing the change leadership of Ms. Sudharani. So as a change leader, there are overall 3 main characteristics. So one of them is the planning part. So as a change leader, the school head needs to have a vision. I mean, when he or she is channelizing or mobilizing a group of people, she should know where she is taking the group. So she should have a plan, she should have a vision, and she has to communicate this with the other team members. So it is a shared vision that the leader, a change leader, needs to have primarily. Secondly, a change leader should be able to convert her plan into action. So what are the doables, what are the actionables? So she should be able to know. So converting a plan into an action, and he or she should be a action oriented person. It's not that, certain policies does not get practiced at the ground level. So as a school leader, you need to ensure that the ideas does not remain in an abstract level, but it has to be put on into the field. And so action is very important. And the third part is the ability to sustain the change. So when there is a change, and when I said action, it is a very continuous and it's a very prolonged process. So change doesn't happen fast. It takes a long time. So as a school leader, you should be able to evaluate and assess and review each and every step of change that you're trying to bring about in a particular leadership that you want to create in your school. So as and when you review and you assess and you evaluate, you realize that there are certain hurdles, there are certain challenges, and sometimes you're deviating from your vision, and so you need to correct that. So this is a very continuous process where you have to assess and review the direction in which you're going. So that is part of the action that you're doing. And the third part, as I said, is able to sustain what change you are bringing about in the ground. So this sustaining thing requires a lot of more enhanced leadership qualities. So confidence is one where you know what you're doing, so you should be able to communicate that with your other group members also. Secondly is the ability to inspire your team. And when you're taking people together, you should be able to understand their needs and empathize with them in case there is any hurdles that they are facing. And you should be a strategic thinker. So when I say a strategic thinker, you should be able to think beyond, like plan things and expect the unexpected kind of a thing. So you should be a strategic thinker, you should be a forward thinking, you should have that forward thinking mode, and you should be able to inspire. And one more very important aspect as a change leader you need to develop is your ability to develop people. People require your help to develop themselves. So empowerment. So this is again one thing that you can see in this case, where the teachers are empowered before they plunge into this kind of innovation. So there are a group of people who realize that the teacher needs to be empowered. So that is again that kind of sensitivity to the needs of the others is something that is very much required for a change leader. And I think these are the main things, and there may be many more, but I think these are the ones that are really important for being a change leader.
So I'm sure all the school heads, principals, the school leaders, they are listening to you, and they have taken a note of all these characteristics. Right. So let's ask Sudha ma'am. Ma'am, what are those innovations, those changes you have done in the teaching learning process in your school? We're excited to know about that.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, please show slide number 3.
It's done.
It is here.
Okay, ma'am. First of all, to fulfill our learning gaps, we have necessarily included child-centric activities in our regular teaching. We are giving more priority for experiential learning, game-based activities, creative activities, reading activities. These activities helped to upgrade the students' learning level and created more interest and a positive attitude towards the learning among the students, and also helps to promote collaborative skills, critical thinking and communicative skills among the students. So I have a special interest to conduct it, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Please continue.
I have a special interest to conduct the activities by collaborating with the teaching community. We got a good result when we conducted English Fest in our school level in 2017 and 18. So I want to expand this activity to support the other teachers. So we noted an English Gala Fest in divisional level about to 10 mandals. It is our best, one of the best innovation. The name is English Gala Fest. We conducted this fest with a motto, let the society know what our children can do. For what the people have a myth on government schools. They should not teach English well, or they should not, the students do not have proper communicative skills in English, especially in primary schools. So we have decided to showcase our students' English language skills in front of the society. So we conducted this event on 8th of February in 2019 with an aim to strengthen our primary schools. There are 8 types of activities we have conducted in this fest. The literary activities are shown in this slide. These are the 8 activities which we have conducted in our fest, and also parallelly we conducted a TLM Mela only for teachers. Now next slide please. In this fest, about 600 students and 220 teachers were participated in divisional level. 75 teachers prepared a TLM for teaching English according to the syllabus to educate the other teachers who need support to make their English classroom transactions successfully. And sixth one. In COVID pandemic time, we have needed a better innovations for the students to continue the learning. My innovations are little teachers for no-tech and low-tech students, Fruits Next Gen Schooling for high-tech students, and Smart Teachers program for teachers transformation from traditional to technical. First, I would like to discuss about a little teachers activity. Ma'am, 7th slide. The last day of school closure, we divided all the students into groups, and each group had 6 to 7 students with mixed level. We identified 10 little teachers for 10 groups who have good performance in the classroom. We provided reading material like bilingual storybooks, sight words, simple rhymes, and we planned a schedule for only an hour per daily. And we assigned a parent to monitor each group. Each group, one parent. We assigned one parent for each group to maintain COVID protocol. We assigned the allotted work through phone call, We assessed the allotted work through phone calls and WhatsApp. We sent audio recordings through WhatsApp to guide and explain the content. Ma'am, 8th slide. Fruits, the next gen schooling is a best innovation apart from me. This is an innovation for teachers and students who are facing problem to conduct online classes in our schools. We had only 4 students have smartphones with high-speed technology in our school. They belongs to separate classes, not from one class. So it is hard to conduct online class for my school students because of this disturbances. So I thought that if I gather the teachers who are facing this kind of problems in the school, it will be easy to conduct online classes. I thought that. So I sent a message through social media and gathered 40 teachers and 300 students for these classes. Again, here we have faced many challenges because of few teachers have technical knowledge to handle Zoom classes and preparation PPT slides. So first we started a Smart Teachers program for 15 days with the transformation of teachers from traditional to technical. After that, all the teachers oriented the students and parents for attending the classes. We conducted these classes for 4 months at 5 to 7 p.m. for 2 levels. Class 1 and 2 is level 1 and class 3, 4, 5 is level 2. From Monday to Saturday. We taught in our classes the FLN concepts in 3 subjects that is Telugu, English and Mathematics. We chose the FLN concepts because the lessons is not they don't have books, textbooks and notebooks. So we teach the lessons in concept based. We started from the alphabet because from the 2 years the children don't have basic skills. So that's why we started from the alphabet to story reading, progression is going like that. Ma'am, 9th slide. The parents' participation is a big achievement in these classes. Every day the parents participated along with their kids to support them. Actually, this is not possible in our regular schools. And the highlights of our program is one platform across the state because we gathered the teachers from various districts across the Andhra Pradesh. So we gathered those all the people in one platform. The teachers and students also enjoyed to communicate with the other areas students and other teachers when they didn't have any introduction previously. So every Sunday we conducted review meetings for the feedback to improve the teaching strategies for better understanding of the students. The teachers' capacity building orientations also we conducted in the areas storytelling, spoken English, and stick drawing and blackboard work. And we also introduced TED live worksheets as assessment tools. Here we have the screenshots of fruit classes. We used blended mode teaching through PPTs, interactive material, activities, and integration of stories, songs, craft-based activities. We included all these type of activities in our online classes to avoid the boredom of the students, because it is not a one-to-one contact to engage the students in an active manner. Online classes are running in a passive mode actually. So we included these type of all activities to engage the students in actively. Ma'am, 10th slide. In the last week, we conducted online children fest with different activities like collage, drawing, paper craft, singing, storytelling, and role play. And we also conducted a storytelling session with the parents. Ma'am, next slide. These activities we conducted in the COVID pandemic situation. After that, when the reopening of schools after lockdown, we implemented some activities to rectify the learning loss among the students. We focused on FLN through different activities to create interest and improve the attention span of the students. Because the students lose their attention because of the 2 years gap. So we focused also on spending attention some activities. For remedial purpose, we used story-based activities in the process. When you saw the slide on blackboard photo, when you see the blackboard photo, in this process we took a story per day. After narrating the story, we conducted an activity in a multi-level activity for multi-level group, picking up a sentence from the story. If the student is in writing level, then he writes some sentences by replacing one word. For example, there is a boy on the steps. The student writes the sentences by replacing the word steps. There is a board on the steps. In this way, we try to make many sentences by changing the words, which the students who had in the stage of writing level. Next, if the student is in word level, we give some letters from the sentences and frame the words which they had known. If the letter level, the students identify the letters from the sentence. In this way, we used story-based activities as a remedial purpose. These are the major innovations from my side.
Okay. They have been wonderful, ma'am. Hats off to your efforts and your entire team's efforts. You've done a great job during the pandemic. So we have a lot to ask you. So I'll hand over to Subita ma'am here.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Sudharani ma'am. It shows a lot of your conviction, and your interest and your passion to improve the learning of the children in your district. So basically, we want to know what are the improvements that you saw in your school, because you put in tremendous effort as a team, you and your team members. So what kind of improvements did you see among the children, not just in terms of their academic input, but also in terms of their affective domains, their changes in personality, their behavior, and also the kind of skills that they learned. So if you can talk about that.
Yes, ma'am. Stories and improved in writing and creative writing activities in both Telugu and English languages. And they became confident in participating in activities and express their ideas freely with us. All the activities helped to create a friendly rapport between the teachers and students. The students are habituated in maintaining their self-cleanliness and etc. The students much attained 21st century skills. They are in communication and collaboration and critical thinking and participating in scientific activities and mathematical operations. Like that, they improved a lot by these activities. And we keep in touch in the COVID pandemic comparing the others. So they picked up very early, within 1 or 2 months, they get back to their previous level. That is the result of our innovations.
Okay, so those were the improvements ma'am was talking about. So ma'am,
Yeah.
I would like to ask you that what is your overall perspective on school leadership for school transformation?
Yes, so as I already told you, the ability to read the needs of the children, so that is the basic characteristic requirement for a change leader. And I would like to highlight certain things that ma'am has said in this particular session. So when you say that there was a need to establish the credibility of government schools among the community. So this is one such effort that she has brought about, she and her group has brought about, where she involved the parents within the group, and the parents were actively involved in the learning of the children. So they come to know what is happening in the school, they come to know the kind of efforts that the government school teachers are taking to improve their ward's education. So this has a big impact on them sending the children to schools, to government schools, increase the enrollment of government schools, and also the quality therein. So this leadership initiative that way has helped a lot in establishing the credibility of government schools. Okay. And the second thing is the importance of foundational literacy and numeracy, which he has mentioned. So when children are in their basic, when they're very young, so they need to have a very strong academic base.
Right.
So whether it's reading, writing, and arithmetic, and entire the holistic development of the child needs to happen. So she has ensured that along with the group through these kind of activities. And the third thing I would like to emphasize here is the use of technology in the classroom teaching learning process. And a lot of thought, I felt, has gone into designing a lot of teaching learning activities which they have done along with their teachers. So the whole thing talks about teamwork. So that is the main highlight here. and how they have gone together, they have learned together, and they have brought about an output. So this really is a very nice case study, especially during the pandemic, how they have navigated through the challenges and to create something new for the sake of the child.
Absolutely. So, Sudha ma'am, would you like to give us your perspective on teamwork?
Yes, ma'am. As a leader, we should maintain some quality. We have knowledge about school status and accountable, and the team should focus on the problems and these problems, and team need to discuss among themselves, and they must listen other opinions and should respect their views and thoughts, and the team leader should encourage the students and teachers in the school, and the last but not least, the hard work of the team members is very important.
Okay, thank you so much ma'am, and congratulations on the achievements. We can see your passion, you as a school leader, you've done so much for your primary school in Andhra Pradesh, and that's a wonderful thing. Thank you so much ma'am, you've been an inspiration for other school leaders and principals. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you to Dr. Menon as well for being with us and discussing and taking this case forward and sharing it with all our viewers. Thank you so much ma'am. Thank you to all our viewers for watching this interesting session. If in case you have missed it, then please watch it again on NCRT Official. That's our YouTube channel. And for now, we're wrapping up our sessions. But tomorrow we'll come back again with more sessions on more topics, on more subjects. If you want to know the schedule, the details of our programs, then please visit our website CIET or Swayam Prabha. Please take great care of yourself and have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you. Namaskar.